Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim Classic video. We are going to be checking out the brand new Armstrong Powerhouse Class 66 Enhancement Pack 2. This is Volume 1, there's two volumes, there's Volume 1 and Volume 2. Volume 1 is the main, basically the new Enhancement Pack, and then Volume 2 is like a little additional with some few extra liveries, and some of the money from that goes to charity. But we'll get to those bits in a second. Yeah, here it is, the GBRF 66. We're at Carlton Road Junction, I believe we are at. Yeah, Carlton Road Junction. Let's get it set up. It's very confusing. It's complicated as opposed to the original. And you've also got the EM2000, which is complicated. So let's get that in. We'll get the safety systems on, active, AWS self-test. Cool, this scenario is set in 2001, so basically just ignore these. So we probably shouldn't see GSMR in here, but that is there. Right, EM2000, it's not just a simple click, click, click. You can't click on it, which is a bit like, oh, there's loads of different hotkeys for it, which are a little confusing. So I'm going to quickly scroll up to where I've got the manual up right in front of me. So let's see, EM2000 on. So that's control numpad. Oh, it's on. Oh, okay, well that's handy. We need to go to maintenance. So we do control numpad 6. No, that's not. Hang on. Go to the screen. Control numpad 6. No. Numlock. There we go. Down to maintenance. How do we select? Enter. Air brake setup. So basically you have to control and use the numpad to do all of this. To change position of passenger goods changeover, the locomotive must be stopped. Well, fortunately we are stopped. How do we do F1? I suppose enter, control, enter. Enter again. That's what we want. So that's now going to change it over to goods, as we were on passenger mode. So we've now changed. That's a lot more complicated than TSW. Control page down. Control page down to go back. How do we exit? Try number 1. Let's go back to. Oh, hang on. We turned it off now. There we go. So we should be in goods mode now. And we've also got the road as well. What else do we need to do? Let's charge the brakes. But this has just come out. Well, I mean, as of you guys seeing it, would be a few hours already. Let's do the headlights. Tail lights off as that to daytime. And we're heading up to Bedford on this run, so we're doing most of the Midland Mainline, so it's about 1 hour. Now we'll get the loco brake on actually, because we need to be held in position. There we go, I think we are on a bit of an uphill gradient here as well. Right there, charged up. Let's apply power, which I assume we should be able to do. Ah, that was easy, yeah, off we go. Cool, 20 miles an hour up out of here. So we'll take a look at some of the other bits in a second. Let's just get out of here and get moving. But the most important thing was changing that goods timing. Got your cab lights. Well, I've got the manual and all the bits and pieces up, so we shall go into detail of what's included once we're out of here. That was easy, wasn't it, coming out of here? Also, looks like we got the default Dovetail Games track. Shouldn't do though. I actually did reinstall the track EP just before coming on, and this is on the AP route, so it should be AP track. Is it the original track? Yeah, we're set in 2001 this scenario. So literally, GBRF I think started operated in 2001. I'll check the audio quickly for you. Want to make sure you can hear this loco. It will come back. There we go. I said we can use the data called 6700 as well, because that's good for the train length. If we click, or is it automatic? Oh, it might be automatic actually. Cool. Sounds good though. Can we open the window? Hoping we can open the window. Oh, it must be automatic. So we don't have the train length computer thing. Oh, that's a bit. Would have been nice to have that. Right, let's have a little look. See. So, once it loads, it's speed up now, which is good. Let's have a look. I'm literally just reading it off the website here. So yeah, Class 66 Enhancement Pack 2.0, Volume 1. So what's included? So 19 liveries with weathered variants. 6 newly modelled headlight clusters with more accurate proportions and LED variants. So we've probably got the old school ones, this is 2001. 175 2D nameplates, so that'll be good. Improved cab visuals. Detailed internal and external audio. EM2000 screen, which, well, we've already showed off already, which is blimmin' technical. Simple NRN and GSMR radios. Simple. Does that mean they don't function? I've got a feeling that probably is what simple means, is the fact they probably don't function. They're on, but they just don't do anything. I mean, yeah, it would have been nice to see that. Wheel slip protection, sort of standard. Dynamic exhaust effects, cooler group and temperature simulation, cold start, and but you get 3 scenarios for the Midland Mainline South, the AP Midland Mainline South. I don't really feel the speed coming out of there. Blimey. Coming up on West Hampstead Thameslink. Let's get a shot of this going past. I bet the DSD will go off or something as we do this. Lovely. I think they're all empties for this run up to Bedford. This is West Hampstead Thameslink. It's quite an easy run, this one. We should just be able to sit at 60 basically the whole way. Might have to come through. Well, we might have to come down through Luton. But yeah, that is that's the volume 2, and then, well, hang on, then you get volume 2, which I'm going to find now, which gives you 21 liveries with weathered variants, and that's £7.99. Plastic was a bit screwed up. The volume 2 is, I suppose, a bit of a charity pack. It's £7.99, but £2 of that goes to Prostate Cancer UK, in sort of memory of Paul Taylor, who was the manager, well, in his capacity was a manager for GB Rail Freight, who sadly passed away. So yeah, that's volume 2, £7.99, £2 of that does go to charity, so a bit of a no-brainer, try and get that. And then volume 1, finding it now, is £19.99. However, if you own the old 66 EP, it's £14.99, so it's a bit less. A bit misty, isn't it? A bit murky. So yeah, by the looks of things, these don't work, or at least you can't do much with them. Which it would have been cool to see you know, if you could use the NRN and the GSMR. But no, sadly not. I'll turn that down. That's a bit noisy now. Hopefully you've actually been able to hear me over the sound of the 66. Turned it up a bit too much. But then this is an enhancement pack, so it's not as thorough as a pack. You know, like the class 37, the class 50. This is an EP, so EPs are never as thorough as sort of new packs, or sort of new loco packs, etc. But a shame you can't use the train length though. It would have been cool to see that added. So that's quite sort of an essential part of well, driving freight trains, is having your little train length thing to then press the button. And that's a funny throttle sound. But hang on, let me do it again in a second. It almost sounds like a bird tweeting. Ready? Ready? So as you bring the throttle back. Cool. But nice to see the 66 getting some more love again. I think we all very much know the 66 very well, especially if you're a TSW player. A quintessential UK freight loco. I suppose there isn't like a 5090. I mean, is there a class 59 enhancement pack? That'd be quite a cool one to see. I think this one's Hendon, this one. Cool. Then we've got Mill Hill Broadway up next. Just going to check the sound again. Yeah, it should be okay now. Once it loads us back in, it's a bit funny TSC, when you go back to the desktop it almost like resets itself, like this. It's weird. Let's make our way along. Well, now hopefully we'll do a few videos on this pack. Obviously probably more so as more scenarios come out for it. On the usual websites, and actually I have linked below now. We've got Just Trains, Alan Thompson Sim, Armstrong Powerhouse and Train Sim Community in the description of the video. So if you're looking for Train Sim content, the links are below. Yeah, 3 scenarios are included. And one of them, 2 of them are freight and one of them's a rail tour. Right, let me quickly have a look at the manual again, because there's lots of different things you can do with it. There's clag factor, there's loads of different things. So let me quickly get that up again. Tons of liveries as well, loads of liveries. So let's have a look. So you can change the brake type between tread and disc. Quite neat. Clag factor, so let's turn that up, Shift and C. No, that's already on the top one. Yeah, so clag factor's 10 out of 10, which is basically how much fumes you're going to see. So always have that at 10. What else have we got? Is there a guard buzzer? It says there's a guard buzzer apparently. Maybe on ones when you're doing passenger runs. What else? So yeah, EM2000. It does actually, hang on, it does say you can. According to this, you might actually be able to register the GSMR. We'll try it once we get to the end of this one. We'll come out and we'll try it on a modern route. Yeah, it says GSMR register and deregister. So you might actually be able to. Well, obviously this is 2001, this scenario, but there might be a chance you can actually use it. So we'll take a look at the end if I remember. What other bits can we do? Oh, you've got different horn ones you can do. So if we do control, hang on, Control, what's that? Control space. Hasn't actually done anything. No, that's not, oh, we just do it on here. Apparently you can use the other bits of the horn. Oh, Control N. Oh, you can. Oh, it does it automatically though. Oh, okay. So that was for the NRN. So it did it automatically on there. Still would have been cool if you could do it by yourself, but yeah, that's done that. Motor factor you can change. Train length button obviously works. But yeah, apparently you can use the hang on. Control B. It says you can use the other bits of the horn, but it doesn't appear to be letting us do that. You can do obviously them, but it says to control space. Oh, new horns only. Okay. So you won't be able to do that on this one. We're working it out as we go along. Horn factor. Ooh, okay. So it just changes the horns, and obviously to change it back. So what's it to change it back? Hang on. Shift Control H. So we were on a. We've got to set that off now. Yeah, we were on that one. Okay, so a few bits you can do with that. That's nice. Motor factor. Let's do shift. That's Shift and M. You got loads. Hang on. So if we pop that down, I'd assume that will be different motor sounds. So let's slow down a bit, and then we can sort of rev it up. So you've got 6 different motor factors. Let's just slow down a little bit. Oh no, we've got a tunnel coming up now. Brilliant. Wait till we're out the tunnel and we'll try the different factors. Which I'd assume we can change on the fly. So yeah, going back to the GSMR, you can turn it on, but it does it automatically for you. So it wouldn't work on this one as this is 2001, but the NRN did work. But it'd be interesting to do more of this loco. I mean, does the 60? Are there any freight runs on the wherry lines? Because at the moment I'm sort of interested in the wherry lines at the moment. Is there much freight on there? Right, ready? Let's speed up. Not sure how well you can hear that. That does sound different. Right, there's that one. Then Control M again. That does sound quite different, that one. Hang on. What was it? So many different ones you can do. Shift and M. Number 3. Oh, hang on. We've got to slow down. So let's probably focus on doing that. I don't really want to be spadding on here, do we? Cool. Oh, hang on, not the wipers. Well, actually, hang on, tell a lie, it is actually raining. Have they got some sort of auto sensor wiper on them? No. I think I did actually just press V. You can see water though on the on there. Start releasing the brakes. Right, let's try. Let's go to another motor. Let's go to 4. I think 3 was quite similar to 2. When we speed up, we'll use that. This does look very clean as well, but then this is one of the first sort of jobs GBRF were doing, so it's quite a clean looking loco. Let's pop that down and we'll do the next one. Number 5. Which I would assume are different motor sounds. A bit like horn factors, different horn sounds. So I'll wait for that to go off. There we've got a weird junction indicator again. There must be a patch for that. But it's actually, this is my first time playing this route on the new PC. There's that one. Can we change it halfway through? There's 6. Ignore this weird signal. There probably is a patch for that. That does look really weird. See all the clag coming out there, just about. Nice to see. Nice to see the fumes. Sort of lost track of where we are now. So it's been so intrigued in the 66. Actually coming up with Radlett. I think we've gone through Elstree and Borehamwood already. So potentially coming up to Radlett. Which actually there is a freight area around here. Is this Radlett? Yeah, Radlett. Nice. What's everyone's thoughts so far? I mean, obviously, if you've known volume or the Enhancement Pack 1, how does this compare? Because to be honest, I haven't really done much of volume or sort of Enhancement Pack 1 to the 66, as we don't really do much freight for Train Sim Classic. So for those who do know Pack 1 of this, how does it compare? And you won't see all of the AI on this run. I don't have the Valenta HST pack, as we don't really do much backdated stuff. So yeah, we won't see those ones. That's alright. Imagine they're cancelled. St Albans City will be up next. So I'm not really making much progress, really. There's the freight here at Radlett. Nice. Proper fumes coming out. But no, yeah, as more scenarios come out for this, we'll do some more. Yeah, you can't open the window though, which is surprising, unless there's a hotkey for it. Let me check. Although I wouldn't think so. No, I don't think you can do that. Not the end of the world, really. But again, we do have to remember it is an enhancement pack. Not not a sort of a whole new train pack. So it's not like a whole new 66. Like it still requires, I believe, the dovetail 66. So it sort of just improves upon that. But it would have been nice if we could somehow use the data cord 6100 though, because that's where you put the train length in, which does work on TSW. Would have been cool to see that. But nice to have the EM2000 working. That is a positive. Damn AP though, maybe spent too much money recently. I spent about £120 in the AP sale at the end of August. This has just come out as well. AP is draining the bank balance. That's coming up to St Albans City. So shouldn't we just stay at 60 for it? Can't imagine it will drop down. Ooh, turbo start. Nice. Nice to see them on the Midland Mainline. We've got wheel slip here as well. Just flagged up. Let's get a little photo. Well, it's a bit drab at the moment. It's a bit, yeah. Hopefully the sun will come out again. Yeah, coming up to St Albans City, and what do we have after that? You've then got Harpenden, Luton Airport Parkway, Luton, Leagrave, Harlington, Flitwick and Bedford. Where does it actually want to stop at Bedford? Oh, just in the platform. Do that 56. Also, a cheeky look at the HUD. Okay, we got about what 40 minutes left. What time we were due through Luton? What's St Albans 18? So we're on time. We are on time at the moment. Yeah, a bit of a grey and dismal run. But hopefully we sort of showed off the pack in a good way. We tried out all the different bits and pieces. And obviously, of course, there will be more videos in good time. Here we go. I feel like this scenario might have actually been better off on the old Midland Mainline, as the AP version of the Midland Mainline South is set modern day, whereas the old one's up 2014, 2013. Hey, now the sun's coming out, good. Quite the opposite of how I want it in real life right now, or outside right now. I want it chucking it down. I'm in here, all nice, cosy. But in the game, I want a bit of sun. Let's try and make the most of it and get a nice photo before it goes all misty again. I don't really like misty photos. So whatever we were following is now gone. We did have those yellows. Cool. I assume a lot of pre-existing Class 66 scenarios probably will just be substituted out for the new 66. So there probably will be quite a lot of new scenarios out fairly quickly, as it would just be a case of swapping out the old 66 for the new one. Let's get another shot as well, just a few shots whilst it's a bit sunnier for now. Let's get another one like that. A few different ones. That's for weird doing freight though on TSC. I literally cannot remember the last time I did a freight run on this game. Well, we do a freight a fair bit on TSW, but TSC never really do it. Oh, that looks a lot better. Hang on, another shot again. You're probably like, no, stop taking photos. So a long old run this one. Now if you're making this far in the video, thanks all for sticking around. Hopefully you're enjoying it. And yeah, what does everyone think so far of the Enhancement Pack 2 for the Class 66? We love it so much, it gets 2 packs. A lot of exciting development though at the moment for TSC. You've got the North Downs line on the way from ATS, the Voyager from ATS, the Thames Turbo from ATS. ATS are doing quite a lot at the moment. I think ATS are also doing the Bitten line, which is Norwich to Sheringham. We'll be looking at that when it comes out. Not sure what AP's next projects are. I'm sure exciting. Yeah, lots of development at the moment, which for quite an old game is great. It's still alive and kicking. That's getting all dark again now. Not a bad scenario, this one. I think the other one was about 80 minutes, and then the other one was about an hour, and that was a rail tour one. Which I thought for the 66, you more see it in freight stuff, so I thought we'd do freight. Then I also had to pick up the wagon pack for this one as well. So I think these are P&As, which I didn't own, so picked up those. Rail track. But I'm sure we're going to be seeing this in a lot of scenarios, so do our best to pick it up. And again, if you own the Enhancement Pack 1 for the 66, you do get a discount on this one. We've got broken signals again. I think there probably is a patch for that. Reminds me of the one I used to have on ATS King's Cross, King's Lynn, where the signals would just be fried. Bizarre. But I think there actually is I think AP has on the website there's a patch for this route. I might say to reinstall it. Let's get another flyby shot. Should be coming up on Harpenden as it emerges from the mist. Yeah, running in the sun would have been a bit nicer, but that's alright. There it goes. Cool. And as we are a Class 6 train, we have to go at 60. So Luton Airport Parkway will be up next, a little bit of a gap away. We'll get there. You've also got two variants for the little grille here. There's like this one, which is like the standard one, and there's just like an eco-friendly one or some sort of low emission grille as well to it. So you've got different variants of this as well. It's not just this one variant. Again, feel free to have a look at the manual. That's got every livery included and all of the different bits and pieces. That'll be on the AP page for this. Hopefully it'll be greens the whole way through. Yeah, it shouldn't be too far to Luton Airport Parkway. And they might have to slow down through Luton. I don't think it's 60 through there. It's probably like 50 or 55. Hopefully there'll be a warning board for it though. Sun coming out again. There's a 319 with the old Thameslink livery, which looks a lot better than the pre-existing one. A lot more thought's gone into the old Thameslink design. Now Luton, I almost think Luton's like the halfway point, but it's not, is it? I always like, I feel like have a look on the map. Luton is... Hang on, let's make sure, yeah, we're good here still. Centre plate, oh my god, we're still right down there, wow. Yeah, Luton's here. So in the grand scheme of things, we're still halfway. Hang on, what's all this track up here? Hang on, what's all of that up there? That's not part of the route, is it? That's the line up to Market Harbour and Kettering. Why is that on there? Unless maybe that's a future extension to this route. Yeah, Bedford's here. So yeah, we're getting there. Not sure all of this is included up here though. Maybe that was the original spec for the route. Well, actually, it could be because I do have there's a steam workshop route which takes it from Bedford up to Leicester. I do have that installed, so maybe it somehow comes onto the EP version of the route as well. Because that's for the original version of this route. FPS wise it runs alright. Then we're coming up to Luton, which is one of the sort of the busier places on the route. This is Luton Airport Parkway. Warning for a 70. Through we go. No one's about, completely dead station. Here we go. Let's get the brakes on a bit, as I don't think it is 60 through Luton. I think it does come down to about 50 or 55. Potentially a little bit less than that, so we'll get the brakes on. So at least about 50 or so. Slight feeling it's going to come down. Not driven this route in a while, and usually when we do it we're on the fast. Let's try that. Their speed's alright. This is Luton. I think actually it's a 60 through here. This is Luton, slightly busier. We've got an 85 limit. Good chance to open up the throttle again though. Whack that up. So it'll be Leagrave up next, which is sort of just round, well not just round the corner, but not much further along. I think it's sort of a suburb of Luton. So we are getting there, we're making good progress at the moment. Although the stations do sort of start to spread out after Leagrave. Like Harlington, I mean Flitwick up to Bedford I think is about 10 miles or so. So there's sort of less stations, but they're just, yeah, sort of further apart after Leagrave. So just go sunny and stay sunny. So the scenario's like, nope, go foggy again. Get another shot. I sort of want to get the brightest shot for the thumbnail. Because believe it or not, thumbnails which are brighter do better video-wise. Because I mean, who wants to be watching like a dark and gloomy video? Basically. It does make a difference. But just stay sunny now. Don't go dark and gloomy again. Yeah, if anyone can find any good scenarios for the wherry lines in the 66, do let me know because I'll check them out. Actually, I'm sort of in that wherry lines mood at the moment, so if there's anything in the 66 where I can sub out the old 66 for this one, I'll definitely do it. Nice autumnal run though. Quite similar, the trees are quite similar to how they are in real life at the moment, sort of on the way to going orange. Maybe it's going to stay sunny. It's a lot bluer than it has before. So this is Leagrave. And it's a lot nicer now, doesn't it, when it's all bright and sunny. Much nicer. There's a Turbo Star again, and they used to run regular trips on the Midland Mainline. Absolutely hammering it down. Right, I'm going to get another shot here. Probably a bit fed up with me getting all these shots, but yeah, I mean that looks a lot better than what it did before. FPS has really dropped down here. No, it's still 80. Doesn't really feel like it though. And if you haven't already, this video is available in 4K. So if your screen is capable of 4K, do feel free to whack it up. So it will look a lot nicer. Yeah, this is available now. What was the price again? It was £19.99 if you don't own the original 66 pack. If you own the original 66 pack, it's £14.99. And then you've got volume 2, which gives you 21 liveries, and a bit of the money goes to charity. That's $7.99. So in a way that's $5.99, and you got the £2 charity donation for the time being. So I say that's very much worth it. It's so easy doing these freight runs, especially when it's on the main line like this. You just know you're going to be sat at 60 the whole way. It's almost like why isn't there a speed set on these? Like how easy that would make it. Sit back, just press VSD every now and again, easy. Maybe being a freight driver isn't too bad. Don't have to worry about stations or passengers. Literally just 60 miles an hour most of the time. Speed limits are always above 60. Nice and straightforward. Nice bit of scenery as well. Not the longest of loads though. I suppose they are empties, but yeah, not the longest one. Almost need the sun to be on the front, because it's dark, all of the shots we've got. Well, I doubt we're going to get that all of a sudden. I mean, you can still tell it's not like a loco pack or whatever. You can still, it still does look old. I mean, yeah, there is new headlight clusters and stuff like that, but it still looks like an old loco in the game. Well, 60, let's pop that down. It shouldn't be too far to Harlington. Nice. Nice bit of sun now, nice bit of scenery. Been along this line a few times in real life. Only ever up to Bedford, never been above Bedford. Yeah, I went on a EMR, yeah, an EMR 360. That's what I went on last time. Up to Bedford, then back to London. I used to go out on the train quite a lot, as I used to work on platforms as a dispatcher. So on my days off, I'd always basically want to go out on the train. But now I work on the train. On my days off, it's just like, I don't want to go on the train because it feels like I'm at work. I've sort of got that issue now. Sort of, yeah, as I work on the train, whenever I now go on the train on my day off, it just feels like I'm at work. So right now I'm looking outside thinking I could go up to London on the train, I could do, but it's just like, well, tomorrow I'm going to be on the train going up to London for work, so it's like, I can't be bothered. So I haven't done any real trips for quite a while. Yeah, when this scenario was set, this was GBRF's first year of operation. So actually I did have a mug, I think it was for 15 years of GBRF, which they, oh hang on, let's pop that down a bit. It's a bit cheeky. Well, who's going to know? About 63 there. That's when just disappeared, just gone into a portal. Yeah, it's went into a portal. I think we are still running on time. Yeah, so I went to GBRF when they celebrated their 15th year anniversary. They did, which I think there actually is a scenario as part of this, which does part of that. They did not a rally, no, yeah, a gala. They did a gala at the Bluebell Railway to celebrate 15 years. So you had like the Class 20 GBRFs or GBF 20 66 at the Bluebell Railway. I suppose now it's going to be coming up to 25 years. So I wonder what they do for that. I think they're quite a good company though, GBRF. From what I've heard, they do like private staff trains as like thank you, sort of basically rail tours for staff. So I think they're quite a good company. They do cover quite large areas now. Whereas I suppose the old big players were EWS and Freightliner. Well, it's sort of GBRF now, but down in the south at least. Well, I think EWS are now DB Schenker, I think. This is Harlington. Oh, Flitwick or Ann, we've already been up. Yeah, we've already been through Harlington. This is Flitwick, which means we're even closer to Bedford. We got the dodgy signals again. There is a patch for that, I'm pretty certain. Or I just have to reinstall the route. Is it using the track EP or the AP track or dovetail track? It almost looks like the dovetail track, but I don't know. It's like the old track in the game. Which really ain't too bad, but yeah, proper nice now we've got out of the misty area, the misty south as we head north. Let's have a nice shot again. So we're about 10 miles off Bedford now. How dark the front is. So about what, 10-15 minutes and we should be there. I can't remember what time we started this. I think it was about half. Well, I mean, I'm recording at the moment. As of recording it, it's 2:30. So I don't know when this video is going to be going out. Hopefully about 4ish. Depends how long it takes to upload and render as well. Render and upload. So a little bonus video today. Although as of tomorrow I shall be back at work, so there'll be a few less videos. Against the tunnel at Flitwick. Cool. And in we go. Getting there, we're getting there. No shunting or anything at the end, literally straight into Bedford, stop, and we're done. Yeah, it's a very easy scenario. Freight's a lot more interesting on routes where you actually have to slow down from 60, whereas on here we've literally been able to go 60 the whole way through. So if anyone can find any good scenarios for the Wherry lines with the 66, do let me know. That's sort of the route I'm into at the moment. And over to the left hand side at some point you've got like a massive old quarry or something, which is really visible in real life. I think it's like a little lake now. Yeah, somewhere along here in real life, if you look over, I think you can see it in the game, there's like a massive old quarry. Which is huge. Might be where these little towers are here actually. And around this area in real life they want to build a new station, Wixham's station. That's part of like a new housing development. But I think it's been put on pause because they could only build platforms on the slow lines. Oh, here it is here, yeah, look at this here. I think this was like an old quarry or something, which is now obviously a lake. Very impressive embankment though here. So we're not too far off Bedford. Should get the yellows beforehand as well. That's just the challenge of stopping before the red. Yeah, Wixham Station, which they want to build around here, has been put on pause because I think they were only going to build platforms on the slow lines, but on the Midland Mainline the slow line shuts after like 10 PM. So you wouldn't have any service after 10 PM, which isn't really ideal. So I think that plan's been put on pause for the time being. I assume that's another ex-quarry of some sort. Very pleasant run. It's been nice. Couple more shots. Yeah, right, there we go. So we travelled all the way up from London to Bedford, which I think was 46 miles in total. So not a bad run in about an hour. Mostly greens the whole way through, apart from, what was it, at just before St Albans, I think, what we had to come down. Somewhere around there. But apart from that, not too bad. There's another 319. And this is sort of the south side of Bedford now, so we're not too far off now. See, there's a few more buildings popping up now. And there's a yellow, so yeah, we are almost there. But yeah, there'll be more videos in this 66 as more scenarios come out. I'll probably wait for some more scenarios not on the Midland Mainline South. I have got the all of the Midland Mainline now, so maybe we'll wait for some scenarios on there, on the Wherry lines. See what we can get our hands on. A little hole in the bridge there. Another little freight siding here. Let's get the brakes on. It's a bit slow on this one. We might even be early actually. I think it's the 53 past we were due into here. Can't imagine it's at that time. But is there what, a clock on here somewhere? No, I don't think so. We might be running ahead of schedule. Because we have been at the speed limit the whole time. So we haven't been speeding around. Nice and slow. All the usual buttons you can press on the front there. And have a buggered signal here. So all the junction indicators, they're all buggered. I shall have to find the patch for that. So yeah, not really that helpful, especially if we're coming across the points here. We might be running early. Oh, unless we are coming across here. Well, I think it was platform 3, so I think, is that on the down slow? Slow down nicely. Well, a bit annoying, wasn't it? Having to wait like 10 minutes here. That wouldn't be very good. The ying sound you can hear after 66. There's probably something coming out of platform 2. Well, no, that wouldn't affect us, no. There might be something in platform 3 at the moment. As you get the electric services which terminate here. And obviously not anymore, as we have now got a working junction indicator, potentially. Yeah, that might actually not be working. They're all buggered up there as well. Single yellow. So are we actually coming across here or not? That's going to be the big question. I mean, the F1's not lit up, so potentially. You got the depot here as well. This would all just be 700s nowadays. So 319 there, very slowly making its way out of the platform. That's going into the depot, I think. So going a bit slow. Must we go? Pretty cool though. Now we're going into this one. Nice and steady on the brakes. Yeah, welcome to Bedford everyone, the top end of the Midland Mainline South. That is our first look of the 66 EP2. which is out now, £19.99, and then volume, volume 1 £19.99, and then volume 2 for £7.99. Although if you already own the Enhancement Pack 1, it's a little less at £14.99. I wonder if that unit's just got split. Maybe that's why the other bit was going to the depot. There's our relief driver there. Well, mate. We're not loaded, so we don't have to worry. I mean, yeah, we're still heavy, but we're not loaded, so we should come to a fairly nice stop. I'm looking at his watch, cheeky bugger. There we go. That is going to be it, everybody. Did say we were going to look at the GSMR, but we've sort of worked out that it sort of auto sets itself up. So I don't think we really need to do that. But yeah, links can be found in all of the usual places. Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as our affiliate link for UK departure boards, as well as the pack if you would like to give it a go. Apart from that, see you all and take care. Bye guys.